Greetings, flower lovers. This is Estere, and you've reached the Flower Channel. Thanks so much for joining me today to soothe your soul and warm your heart with the beauty and healing magic of flowers. Hi, this is Estere. You've reached the Flower Channel. I'm super excited today. Arthur is super excited too, because the cool thing about the flower industry is you can get flowers in your supermarket that are from the next season that hasn't arrived yet in your garden. So for those of us who live in the northern climates, it's an ecstatic time when the daffodils show up at the grocery store. I'm going to show you how to process these and how to buy them. So I actually bought these yesterday. You want to buy daffodils as closed as you possibly can. Once they're open, the petals start to get papery very quickly. And so much of the fun of these bulb flowers is to actually watch them open. Now, daffodils don't come with any foliage, but they have really cool, sleek stems. So when you're arranging with them, this is something that the heads and the stems are both interesting. For the daffodils, you always want to use scissors. They sometimes have a little mucilaginous discharge that comes out of the bottom of the stems, and if you try to clip them, the clippers kind of get stuck on that, but the scissors work well. And you want to cut the rubber band off. Don't just like pull them off, and don't try to pull things over the heads of flowers either. You always want to just gently cut away any of the tags or labels or whatever, and then you have your bunch. These will probably be open by tonight, and they only last a few days, but what a few days those are. They're daffodil filled, and they're delicious. Absolutely must sniff them. They smell like spring. So when I get my daffodils home, I immediately take off the packaging, and there's going to be, you can see how the stem changes color, and sometimes the daffodils will come in and the bottoms are quite white. That's the part that's closest to the bulb. So you do want to take off at least a ½ inch. Just give a snip with the scissors. And have your water ready. Cold water. Bulbs must go into cold water, no preservative, because you just want to give them, that's going to have them last the longest. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of things you can do with the daffodils. Obviously, just in a mason jar is beautiful because it looks like, right, it looks like it just got picked out of the garden. Okay. So, daffodils, because of the color, this is a fun flower to use some of your more decorative vases with. So this is a beautiful blue glass cobalt vase. And again, you always remember when you're using your fresh flowers, you want to give them a fresh cut, even if you just have. Okay. You have a beautiful arrangement. This is going to fill out. You could make it much shorter and have the heads real close to the edge, but I want to do a couple of other things with the daffodils. So obviously this is beautiful. Put a little crystal in the scene, and you have a gorgeous amethyst and daffodil scene. Now, the amethyst is a crystal that's associated with the sign of Aquarius, which is happening right now in February, so it's really aligned with the daffodil energy. This is a beautiful combination. The other really fun things to do with daffodils, now daffodils are what's called a directional flower, right? So they look different this way, then this way, then this way, then this way. So they're directional. So maybe you want to put a few in a kind of milk glass like this, and you can start playing with them. You can eat a few in, and then they'll hold each other up, and you can move them around. And you want to play with the direction. Maybe you want them all facing out. Maybe you only want them facing in one direction to create like a little scene maybe a little better in here even. But they're like trumpets, right? So they're super fun. I like to cluster them. You can always do something like just one or two. This is a really fun little vase for just, for one or two. Let's cut these a little shorter. And then you have, who doesn't want that on their desk or another kind of small, delicate place? That's a little more zen, right? And usually in the garden, there'll always be like one or two daffodils that come up before anything else. So this is a tribute to that. And every time we bring flowers into your home, into your space, you're bringing the experience of nature into your space. And this will evoke a certain feeling in you. And flowers are, of course, completely aligned with your feelings. This one makes me happy. Thanks for joining me on the Flower Channel. Bring beauty, love, magic into your life with flowers.